like she's not a quitter and she's gonna keep vouching for. I'm not a quitter, being an athlete, not a quitter. And I'm like, we get it, girl. We know you jump turtles, but
this is an inaugural episode to watching and reacting and recapping MTV's The Challenge, Double Agents. The Challenge, MTV's The Challenge is one of the greatest things on television, in my opinion, and I probably should have been doing this, and I couldn't think of a better person to do it with, somebody who's been clamoring, or people have been clamoring to get on the channel. And mainly people, I mean, she has, talking about my sister just being on the channel more so. Her name is Brittany. What's up?
What's up, you guys?
And if you don't know, my name is Brian, the movie Messiah. And this is, like I said, this is us just chopping up about the challenge because this show is outrageous and I love it. I've been watching this for a long time now. So I figured, why not watch and talk about it? The only person I know who's really probably still watching it left, that I personally know, I should say, there's a lot of people obviously still watching this because they keep going. I thought they were going to die out once the real world stopped coming out. It was like, nah, we're going to keep on going. We start pulling in other people. And that's what they've been doing, bringing in other people from other reality TV shows, which I did not expect, but it's been, I guess, a decent twist. I've been off and on watching it here and there. I watched like the Dirty 30, maybe Battle of the Exes. I watched numerous years. I was, on par with it, and I fell off the past couple of seasons, but I did watch last season, which was Total Madness. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think that one was Total Madness. Yeah,
and this is called Double Agents, and we're at the halfway mark, so I figured this is a great point to jump in. I don't know if the halfway mark, probably got like 4 episodes left, honestly, but we're at the halfway mark of people, getting their skulls and them eliminating a lot of people on the show. Who you rooting for to win it all, for the men and the women?
Like my brother said, this is dear to my heart. I've been watching this forever due to him. Thanks, bro. Shout you out. I mean, real people will know you got to root for some of the OGs, and definitely a top dog OG is CT. I love CT. Me and my brother always talk about him. He's a daddy, got that daddy bod. But as you can see in this season, if you're paying attention,
I don't say that at all.
He doesn't say that, but I'm just saying he's daddy. He's talking about the fact that he's a father. Ladies will know that he has a daddy bod, but just if you're paying attention, if you're on the athletic side, you will notice that he kind of busted up, shredded some stuff. So I guess he's really trying to get into the game and win. So he's definitely one of the top tier people that I'm looking for. We'll be talking about her later, probably. But Anissa, she's been there forever, so I am kind of rooting for her. I really cheer for the underdogs. Petty. But I'm cheering for all the underdogs, really, besides CT, because he is just a top dog. So Anissa, Nani, even probably Leroy, cheering for him. So pretty much those underdogs that really haven't won, that's been in the game for at least 8 seasons or 8 years plus, I'm cheering for them. At least for you to finally get your one win. That's it.
Well, CT's won numerous times. Everybody else, they haven't.
That's why I'm like CT separate, but I just love CT. So I would like.
The wild thing is, I damn near hate just Boston itself because racism. But I mean, there's few people who I root for from Boston, just in real life. Chris Evans, Bill Simmons is cool. CT, he's from Boston. There's a couple other people, but yeah, I really don't rock with Boston at all. But CT seems like a cool guy, and he's just a monster. So yeah, that's what I root for, and also Leroy. And for the women,
yeah, who do you root for the women? So curious. Take you long, so.
Cam, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. As you saw his face when I said certain people, you're gonna notice my face. So we're not on the same side completely.
Yeah, I said who I'm rooting for. Who I think is going to win this year. I think Leroy is going to finally win this thing overall.
I do agree with you that.
For women, I don't think Cam is going to win. I feel like I need to run down the roster. See, we might have heard him get into the
Right.
episode. But yeah, for the men, I feel like Leroy, this is his year. He gonna win and peace out. Like he gonna go out, hit the game winner, like Michael Jordan in '98.
Letting it be known, like this is it. Which I understand. You get that hoorah, it's like I'm a winner. I'm gonna stay at this status. That's it. I'm leaving. I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the game takes a toll on your body. So who do you think is going to win? I didn't say who you're rooting for. Who do you think is going to win?
I want CT, but anybody that knows he's so good, so why would anybody want someone great competing against them? So I feel like they're going to try to ambush and make sure he doesn't get in. So it's hard because I'm just like, either they're really good or they suck. I kind of feel Leroy might win and his partner, Casey. I actually kind of feel like those two, like he's actually had a good partner this whole time. They've been sticking with each other's side. So I actually feel like if there is a woman that might win, Casey's going to go far. She has her gold skull. I feel like nobody really is probably gunning for her. And Leroy, he has his gold skull. So I feel like those two and their partners, I feel like they actually are the top two that I think might win, honestly, out of everybody.
Maybe Casey has improved her endurance. I think that's what kind of failed her last year. All right, that's enough recapping. I can't remember who all is on the women because there aren't too many like really good women that's on the show. Only people I can think of is Cam and Casey. That's it. I can't think of any other women.
I just say, Anissa, shout you out, girl. I see you, Anissa. You representing. You're trying. That's all we ask. That's all we ask for. No shade. I'm a fan. No,
I like Anissa too. I've been down with Anissa since the Real World Chicago, but she can't keep coming back to the challenge and trying to win if you're not in shape. I think she will probably be in the final this year. I think she won't get screwed over, but she gonna win. No,
she'll be coming very close, very close. No. And everybody, remember this: if she does win, underdogs are taking over. Because I bet, just like my brother said, a lot of people are not believing she's going to win, but you never know what they have. Of course, they're going to have endurance. We already know that. That's a pattern when it comes to the challenge. You're going to do some type of type cardio and all this and running crazy. But that's not the only thing. So she might be down on that, but you know how this show works. You get points by other stuff, so we never know.
Look at my face. No. See, now I'm over here feel like I'm just dogging Nisa out. Whatever.
Yeah.
Watching the show. I don't got time for this.
To the show.
I mean, this episode wasn't all that crazy besides us trying to speculate, who's going down there, because I had a great feeling that they were going to send down Amber.
Oh yeah, you got that right.
The puzzle. Like just get straight to the game itself. Like this week they had a puzzle. We had to dig in holes, go in there, find pieces to build a totem. But the twist was they could dig into like their own lane, but they could ask somebody else's totem. So you could either like help somebody out or keep the totem hidden underneath the sand.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, for a second there, I thought CT and Big T were gonna kind of pull it out, but I was like, I didn't know. It came down to the wire.
Yeah, they were very close, neck and neck, which is so funny. Out of everyone, everybody kept pushing and trying to hide Devin and Gabby's, whatever they are, their little weights, and they end up winning. So I'm like, y'all look really foolish. And I mean, it's funny in itself because I'm like, very few people out of all these people are good at puzzles, and Devin is one of the top that's actually pretty good with the puzzle. Like, I'm like, I'm gonna need y'all to do some puzzle making because most of y'all suck. Shout out to Ashley, who did go home because she's actually pretty good with puzzles, but most of them aren't good with puzzles. So I'm just like, dang, Nani and Josh had the lead and a big lead at that. And I'm like, y'all still kind of lost. So
yeah, I mean, like CT said on the after show, Josh is the goof. So I was like, they're gonna flame out. I don't trust Josh at all, especially like when it's like mental time. Like he flames out mentally. Like he be freaking out. I can see like heated pressure. He cracks under pressure. Like pressure bursts pipes, and the water goes everywhere with Josh. Like,
I mean, yeah, he talking like that. I'm just like,
CT and Big T could have pulled this off. Yeah, I believe if CT was in better shape, he could have ran down there, checked the totem again. But since he's not in great shape, he probably didn't want to run down there again. So they pretty much, I believe that honestly, like, I think they really had it, except for like they had two pieces and they were like up, like they had to smile up instead of down. If they would have like got a chance to like look down there and run back, because Big T can't do it. She's not athletic at all. Or maybe she is. She just doesn't work out. You just never know until you kind of actually do it. But nobody ran down there to go check again. Nope. And they would have went down there, checked again, just flipped those pieces. I think they would have pulled it off. But yeah,
I feel like it depends who was in the lead too. He looked and was like, "No, it's Devin and Gabby in the lead." So I'm not really gonna like stress it. It is what it is. Yes. If it was somebody else in the lead, then he'd been like, "You know what? I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna run down here."
Yeah, because before the mission, Devin was talking to CT and he's pretty much saying that, if we get down, we get a chance, I'll do my best and I got you, like to go down, especially if it's a guy's day. Like, I'm not gonna send myself down, I'll send you down there. And I feel like Devin kind of had in his head, he already knew it was gonna be a women's day, which is messed up when we keep going down the line with everything. Like it
I have a lot of women's day.
Yeah, like speaking of Lolo, 2 parts earlier in the episode, like it started off with like Lolo, like, and now trying to get on the same page, but it wasn't working out. I'm looking like, Lolo, what are you talking about?
She's emotionally unstable.
And
that's what I'm gonna throw out for her, because I'm like, you could be the best athlete in the world, but I'm just like, she's getting in her head, and I'm just like, they really should be a dynamic. Like they should be just a top tier team.
Like between Nom's like lack of like first time coming to the competition doing this, but his probably like lack of understanding, just probably like the English language, like that, a language barrier for that, and then the miscommunication with Lolo speaking her, like I said, she's emotionally unstable. Like her and Josh should be partners because they ready to boo-hoo at any moment.
That would be the worst combination ever. Y'all are going home. Y'all gonna cry home together, getting this ride together. I don't want to hear y'all final words because it's just gonna be a bunch of tears. Like that's it. Tears.
So
all right. Whoa, go home.
So Devin and Gabby pull it off, even though a lot of people, kind of saw theirs and the way it made it seem like, yeah, we're hiding this. But they pulled it off.
They got the W.
Got it. So I'm thinking in my head, all right, it's definitely Women's Day. But Devin's over here, at one point he's trying to convince Gabby not to go down with it, and then later on they go to the little function down the street, which has been total snooze fest this year. Nothing crazy is happening. Like, I mean, the only time it's really happening is when Josh starts losing his mind and starts cutting somebody out. But I mean, some of the fights, like, it's been all right, but ain't been no hookups this year. Like, maybe everybody's scared of COVID. I don't know. Besides Fessy kissing Gabby.
That's it. Never wasn't spikes in my life.
Like, I was like,
no notches. Is just talking.
Yeah, it's a bunch of talking. Like I said, I'll be over there just wearing some sweatpants, just chilling. Like,
yeah, pretty much. Now that I realize where they are, they're walking to their neighbor's house. Like, oh, right here. I'm like, oh, I thought y'all are getting in a bus and going somewhere.
No, they walked in the backyard. They walked to the guest house of Fresh Prince.
Like, this is a pool house.
Walk to the pool house, yeah. And they over there chilling, like, cool, got some music, got some drinks.
This is foolish. Anybody who hasn't seen the show, they're in a greenhouse. They're in an igloo that's like a big old circle, and that's it. I mean, you're good with the cameras because the camera make it look like they're in a club or something, and it's a whole lot of people. Oh, it's just a challenge. It's just to challenge people. So, not bad.
It's been a struggle on that event, and then later on, Devin and Gabby kind of like not go at it, but they're still discussing strategy, and like Devin's trying to like boost in the head, like, yo, we gotta get Nani and Josh at the paint because I can't stand Big Brother. Big Brother got to go. Josh got to go. So he's trying to tell Kyle, which Kyle is just over there like he's just laughing it up. He's like, I'm doing anything that Cam says. I know I can see it in his eye. He's like, all right, I hear you, but I'm doing anything that Cam says because she's a monster. I'm riding with her.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and Cam's like, okay, Josh, cool. I'm not listening to anything you're saying right now. I'm not voting them in. Why would I vote them in? I don't want Nani. Try those want Nani to have a score because Nani is a good competitor.
Yeah, Nani is. I love me some Nani.
Yeah,
And
so
they're actually close. I think they're cool or whatever, but yeah.
they probably are like what CT. I'm not sorry. Nani and Leroy were on the same railroad house together, so
So they're
like,
very cool.
yeah, they probably cool. Devin has been really funny this year.
Yeah.
I'm
I love
like,
Devin. He's so just toxic and dramatic but he puts some entertainment in it because I'm like, it really has kind of been drawn out this season. So you gotta have some type of drama from somewhere. And he has a little thing. What did it say? Big Brothers or band in Big Brothers VIP
no,
lounge.
it said Big Brother. Big Brother sucks VIP lounge.
Yeah, I'm like, so obviously he hates Big Brother to the T. Like, but I mean,
they have a lot of people. They have a lot of numbers on the show, and also, I mean, they don't have like it's kind of they're kind of like pulling their straw as far as like the real world who they can pull in. I mean, let's start bringing like I mean, they're bringing in new people, but it's not you have no real world to draw from anymore since they don't have a show. Like they
overpowered by all these other reality shows.
Yeah, like they stopped making real world, which I don't blame them. It didn't have like the same draw it had in the past. It had like keep mixing stuff up, but that's another topic for a whole nother day. Deliberation, like they sit down. Deliberation's been whack as hell either because like nobody's really they throw them in there. They expect everybody to argue, but everybody's kind of sitting there like.
Yeah, like they don't even want to argue. I'm like, we're just gonna keep it quiet. We already know what we're gonna do, so let's go vote.
Yeah, like because since it's all secret, it's not like you're not it doesn't have the same thing because you can't see who's voting for who. So like the arguments really can't be there because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna vote for you, and they just lie. The only time like you find out is when the person goes in there, they vote for them, and then they either come back to the house and they confront the person who's like, oh yeah, I saw you voted for X, Y, and Z. People have the power, so it doesn't really like hit.
But people have been secretive on that too. Like they really haven't talked about it. Nobody, unless you've been in there, you really don't know that it's people's whatever votes are revealed. So I'm like, oh, I'm thinking y'all added this for a dramatic effect. I'm like, y'all not even talking about it. Like,
yeah, it's just there.
Stir the pot. Say something. Oh, you voted for such and such. Let's cause drama. But yeah, the deliberation. Here we got Lolo again. I'm just gonna
no. Before we get to Lolo and her like Corey, like Amber Mouse. That's how I remember it now. She's over there like, yeah, I hear my name is out there. I'm ready to go in, ready to get it done, whatever it is. And she's all like, she's ready to go, gung ho. Then Corey over there is all cap, like he is talking. He's talking her all the way up. I'm looking like, what are you doing, Corey? And I call Corey Super Boost Man because that's all. Damn well it's a woman's elimination. And I love that they cut Darrell show saying that Darrell was like, good and well that Amber has no chance to win it at all, even if it is a man's elimination. It was a woman's elimination. I feel like everybody knew that. Everybody had to know that 5 dudes have a skull. Only 3 women had a skull. I don't know why you kept trying to figure this out. I was trying to tell you it's all about the women today. And she had no hope. So yeah, we can cut to Lolo. Lolo was over there trying to come with the crocodile tears and boo-hoo. And I hated every second of it. She's always trying to cry. I'm like, we talked about her earlier, bringing it right back full circle. Lolo.
An emoji that falls. I want a crying baby or Eeyore, because that represents who she is.
Lola's all over the place. Like she was like fussing with Nam way before the elimination. Like we saw her on the bike. Or maybe it was after deliberation. But either way, she's all over the place trying to cry, get people to vote for her. Everybody's like, no, why would we vote you in? Like nobody wants to see you in the final. Like you are an Olympian. We know you have endurance, strongest craft. Yeah, like the only downfall she has is that she's emotionally unstable. Yeah, like she's gonna crack.
Because she is an athlete, she definitely will soar. I'm sorry. I'm
put her like this right now. It's messed up. Lolo is not a winner. Like I don't recall her winning any medals in the Olympics. Like I've seen her like mentally like break down watching the Olympics sometimes. Like watching, I'm like, yo, she ain't got it. Like she's great enough to get to the point, but she's not great enough to be a champion, which it sucks. Just seeing how athletically and physically gifted she is, but she cracks under pressure. Some people just can't handle it. She's not a closer.
Yeah. I mean, she just uses her excuses, her teammates. I'm like, I'm sorry. Nam is probably one of the best people you can have. I mean,
I'm not the best, like, because he doesn't know what is going on. He's still trying to figure everything out. But like, the communication isn't great.
but as far
Like,
as drama, he's not bringing that. He's very just like, I'm gonna give it my all, and he's strong. He's strong compared to a lot of
yeah,
these
like
dudes.
he's in great shape. I honestly, like I said, it's all her mental. I feel like she be thinking stuff but not communicating it well. So her miscommunication is terrible. So she be doing stuff, and all of a sudden, since she can't say it, like she starts lashing out, starts flipping out, and then starts blaming everybody else. And
Yes.
you see her talking about, yeah, I need a coach. I'm like, you need a life coach. I'm like, this is why you're still single, because your communication is terrible.
Yeah, mind y'all, who hasn't seen all of it, she did like Nom, her partner at first, and now she's just like all over.
We ain't recapping for them. Like, we can watch the show. People are only gonna watch this if they watch the show. It's guaranteed.
No,
Forget that. Like, if you ain't watch the show 10 episodes in, this ain't for you. Like, either, like, she just has poor communication, so she's in deliberation trying to cry, get people to vote her in. And like I said, nobody's gonna vote you in because of your stature and how physically gifted you are, that you could be a threat for them to win. So I would definitely do my best to not throw her in. And also, Amber M was a layup.
Yes, she was. So we're gonna talk about this layup and how Gabby straight just missed the layup.
Yeah, she blew the layup big time.
You decided to give your layup to a candidate, to a person you don't even like. She likes Amber M over Amber B, I believe. Like, they're not even cool. And
yeah, she threw her in because they had some type of beef.
Yeah.
Where Amber Black, that's what we call her. Well, that's what I call her. That's the only way I can remember her. Now I just remember her as Amber because the end results. But she threw her in there because Amber is always flip flopping, so it seems, and Amber's playing like a weird game, trying to be like nice girl and not like really go at people's necks, which isn't what the show's kind of built for. You kind of got to go with people sometimes and start making some enemies. And she made an enemy in like the worst way, but Gabby was so like, you see Gabby when they was fussing earlier, her and Devin. Devin was like, "What do you want?" And Gabby's like, "I need this and this. I want to go in. If it's my chance to go in." And then cut to right when we get to the elimination, it's a hall brawl, and you already know the house vote because we see there in the room when they show who's getting in there. It's Amber, it's Amber M, and Corey. So it's like, okay, wherever it is, something physical, I got this. Like, Devin got on her head, like Corey got in Amber M's head, boosted her up to go in, and Devin boosted up Gabby to not go with her gut and really go in there. And then it cuts to her talking about it like, oh man, like, it's hall brawl, I'm a little scared. I don't know if I should go in there. It's like, what? Like, that girl is tiny. Don't you say you work out? Didn't it say earlier that she does like MMA or something like that?
Yeah, she is kind of built, or she definitely more built than Amber M. I'm like, come on. The M does not stand for muscles, but she doesn't have any.
There we go. Exactly. So they come to left field because you said she was gonna keep herself in, and you feel like Devin was gonna go for her. I said she was gonna do something goofy, and which is vote in Nani and Josh and let Nani get her skull, but they kind of left field. But she still went something goofy. So I feel like I won like half a point for that because I knew she wasn't gonna go in because she got scared. Like, she playing a scare game, playing like a punk. Devin got in her head. It works out great for Devin. And she votes in Amber Black. So the rest looking like, why'd you do this? He's like, okay, cool, all right.
Gonna get her skull. Let's go.
So they go down there, and I mean, I knew it was a rap from the get-go, but I said when we were watching the episode that I love how when they bring back an elimination, they switched it up just a little bit, like with Leroy going against Jay. It wasn't two of them, two things that like go over the humps. It was three of them. And I totally forgot that Leroy had done that in the past before, but it was like a different type of iteration. Did. Yeah. So like, he went down there and like crushed it when they brought it back. So same thing with what's his face? Josh last week, his crying self going against Michi. Michi had no chance because Michi had no muscles and has no brain. So this time they made the hall brawl and stuff. You run down there having to press the blade on each 3 times, like running through each other, which I think is the best route.
Yeah.
They made it. They made it like kind of like the classic where you got to run through somebody, drop the ball off, and then go back, run through them again, probably get your ball, then run back. And like they made it even more strenuous.
Because if they were, well, if it was more people that had a little more strength, it would have probably lasted.
It would have been a whole lot better. Yeah, it would have been so much longer.
Take their ball and put it in your box or something like that, I think.
Pretty much like your ball's on the other side. So you got to run through them, grab your ball, come back and put your ball in on your side and then go back again. It was a wrap. Like I knew it from the get-go. I'm like, she's going to run over. Amber Mouse has no chance. And
like a mouse, she was like nibbling at her leg. Like, I guess trying to hold her like a child. I'm like, it's over.
Amber B hit her with the Heisman at the end. She hit her with the Derrick Henry stiff arm at the end. I loved every piece of it. Like she was like, "Get out of here! Like you're not even gonna touch the thing, and just threw it to the ground." I loved it. Like she didn't have to do it. She's like threw it to the ground, and I would love to see a guy get a chance to do that. They won't, but
unless that maybe one of the last eliminations. If they do that, it has to be some top tier. But like I said, the only two that I could see that's just in the ring together that's going to be a real good elimination is Darrell and CT.
Why are you trying to put two best against each other? I want to take somebody out that I don't like. I want Josh out the paint. Josh stinks.
I'm just saying that would be a beautiful thing to see because like those are two hitters. But I don't want to see that. I do want to see that. I'm just saying for other people's game that would be a smart move. But hopefully they don't do that by now.
I mean, it could happen. Yeah, so let's just Amber Black wins. She takes the W. It's easy work. Like Amber M had no chance, and it helped out Devin. Devin played the hell out of Gabby, and Gabby's a dummy. Like cue up money back, yo, bitch, you played.
Having you regrets. Yeah, I told you. I'm like, you fool.
And then TJ even was like, "How do you feel now?" He was like, "She's like, yeah, I feel like a dummy." Yeah. Like TJ was like, I love that he didn't play around this time. He was like, yeah, today is a women's elimination. Because usually we're like,
you already know. Yeah.
Dramatic pause. I'm like, TJ, stop playing around. We know what day it is. And like he got to it tonight, which is great. And then I don't know if he even said like, we'll see you later or we'll see you next time. Because he has like different sayings for different people. Like, yeah, if you think you're pretty good, I'm like, I know we'll see you back next week or next time.
I don't think he said anything. She spoke for herself.
He's like, all right, thanks, Amber, for coming. Bye.
Thanks for your play-up moment.
Don't come back again. You did nothing to the game. You did nothing for the show. Besides, like, it'd be cool. And like, she was like super nice at the end. She was like,
yeah,
it's not helping me right now.
Can't even talk back.
I feel like next
competitor. Yeah. But I feel when you bring nothing to the table, that's all you should offer right now is positivity because she didn't play a good game.
In the previous said security breach. So I mean something's crazy about to happen. Like either somebody's coming back or I mean, do you think somebody's gonna come back?
I feel like with how many they have, they shouldn't have anyone come back because I'm just like, who would come back? It's definitely not gonna be Ashley. I'm trying to think of the guys that left that like really left. The only person I could see maybe coming back is Wes. Maybe for a guy. Cause I'm like, what other guy left that like maybe Nelson, but for it to be just some crazy stuff, Wes comes back, something like that, to take a skull from somebody, or they're going to just have two people that don't have skulls go in there. Or well, no, they can't do that. It's gonna have to be someone that has a skull go down there against someone that doesn't, pretty much.
Yes.
And then they vote right there. I feel it's gonna be some crazy stuff like that. Okay, y'all gotta vote now. Who's going in?
I like that. Do Nam or Lolo end up quitting? This is why we had security breach or security breach already there. Because I feel like I don't think Lolo gives up, but she might be at the point like I'm not gonna go in. Yeah, nah, I'm still stuck with Nam. Why am I here?
I feel like she's not a quitter, and she's gonna keep vouching for. I'm not a quitter. Being an athlete, not a quitter. And I'm like, we get it, girl. We know you jump turtles, but turtle you can't jump over. So you with Nam or you not? So I feel like probably is gonna go home. Nam, like you said, language barrier. I feel like he's just really confused, lost in the sauce. So I don't know. I feel so bad for him. I feel like they might both go home. And
maybe that's how the security breach. It's like, yo, we lost two people tonight. Let's keep cutting people off. That's what's gonna happen. Somebody left.
We lost them. We're still doing elimination, or they might do double elimination.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, we cutting out, getting out some nitty gritty because I think probably have 3 episodes left, maybe 4.
Yeah. They're gonna have to cut some people out. Like too many of y'all have no skull. It's too many.
Maybe 16. I think it's 16 episodes. Maybe so.
Oh well, they still need to cut it down because.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, 5 guys that have skulls. Still a lot of guys there. Like it's a good bit of y'all that don't have no skull. Like
let's name people who don't have a skull. We have CT, Corey, Darrell,
Nam. Yeah, I think that is it.
Yeah, so it's only 4 dudes left.
4 guys that don't have a skull.
And then as far as the women, we have
Nani,
Lolo.
Lolo.
Gabby, Big T.
Yeah. Dang. So it's even then, is it? So it's 4 guys and 4 girls now. It is because Amber just got her skull.
You're right.
Dang. So yeah, it's even. So I feel like that would be the best bet. Double agents, double elimination. And we're gonna send a girl home and we're gonna send a guy home.
Yeah, it's time to mix it up and throw it right off the game. So definitely.
Because now we got still some skulls. That's what it is.
This episode was all right. It wasn't as great as it could have been.
No drama.
Yeah, it might not enough. Not enough for me to laugh at. Like the last week, I was like looking at Josh like you're a crazy person. So
I was laughing very hard. I was like, you should be easily winning right now. As hard as you just pulled this whole entire crate. I was like, oh wow, he's annihilating him. Boink.
It was a great recap. I look forward to chopping up with you again next week with MTV's The Challenge Double Agents and see who's going home because I think you're onto something. We're getting a lot of people getting them out the paint. Throw them out the club. That's what I wanted to see tonight on Hot Brawl. Somebody getting thrown out the club. Like, what's up, dog? Get them out the pads. Just get them out the paint.
And you know it's going to be good because they usually be having some hard metal, hard hit music. We had none of that. It was quick.
I looked at the time left. I'm like, it had 10 minutes left. I'm like, it's going to be over.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was over. Oh, there we go. Sorry, y'all. It was sucking up. You're going to have some dry episodes. That was definitely dry, but we're getting to the nitty gritty. The final is around the corner, so I'm definitely excited to see who is going to make the final. Hopefully, it's going to be a show and a sight to see, and we definitely have some good ones in there because I'm sorry, I'm not gonna try to watch this thing. We have sucky people, so I need some good ones in there. Right. And I think Leroy said it too. This is like his last season, so I just feel like all this that he's talking about, I feel like he is probably going to win. I hope so. Like I might cry because I've been wanting him to win.
You heard it here first, Leroy. If you somehow stumble upon this, my sister is going to cry if you win.
You deserve it.
Well, I mean, who are we? We're just watching the show. I mean, I probably could compete in it. I'm like, I could probably get down physically right now. I'm banged up, but if I got it right, I feel good about my chances. If you think I'm just over here talking shit, no, I'm about the athletic life. All right, but like, who are we though? We're just here chopping up because we love MTV's The Challenge so much. So much fun. It's one of the things they probably should put in the Olympics. It's one of the greatest sports of all time, in my opinion. But what do you guys think? Do you guys even watch The Challenge? Hey, if you don't, why are you watching this? I mean, I appreciate the views, but
hopefully this puts you on, in my perspective. Watch it.
What she said. Post comments down below if you like what we did here, and if we continue doing it. We're gonna continue doing it just because it's fun, and I need to have somebody to talk to about this. And since there's only one, she's gonna tell me to come back to and start watching it. So love to hear your thoughts down below. If you're enjoying what you're watching, please hit that like, share, subscribe, and that notification bell. Love for you guys to come back. And if you wouldn't mind, follow us on social media. Love chopping up with you guys over there. And like I said in the comment section down below, on behalf of my sister, Brittany, aka whatever her name is for Instagram, I am Brian, the Movie Messiah. Base 5, let's ride.